guys, it's Karyn. Today I'm participating in the I Love Lucy collab with Peace Craft Dolls, Tammy and Dolls Rescued, Marna. So a little bit about this challenge. Way back in the fall, I had purchased this I Love Lucy or Lucille Ball tribute doll. And I purchased her secondhand, new out of the box, but without her outfit because the seller had only wanted her clothing. And that was fine with me because I thought, ooh, I can sew her something. And so when I showed her off, then Marna and Tammy and I had the idea that we should make a Lucille Ball Blythe doll too. And I was like, ooh, that's very exciting. So, but then we all ordered back in November and it took forever for our dolls to get here. And in the meantime, I had surgery, so I got sidelined. But today's the day. We all finally have uploaded our Lucy dolls. And first I wanted to show you that the fabric that I bought, I was going to try to replicate the original dress that my Lucille Ball, that this signature doll has. It's like a blue satin. And I bought some blue satin, but it wasn't it was too see-through and it wasn't very good. I got it like way back in the fall and I got it as a remnant at Joann's and I could have made it work, but I could have made it work and I might still make it work. Or I might buy some different fabric because I still want to put her in a blue satin dress. Instead, I made this off of a pattern that Dolls Rescued Marna sent me. It's actually more 80s. And I think it turned out really pretty. I did have to adjust it for the smaller bust because it was more of a vintage pattern for the traditional style dolls. And this was my test effort. It's actually like the third because I tried to make one out of red satin and I did the bodice too small. And it is slightly too long. I should have hemmed it up to here and put for a more 50s look, I should have hemmed it to here and put a thing underneath it. Oh my God. What is that called? Why is it not coming to? Anyway, like an underskirt. You know what it's called. Why can't I remember? Anyway, and her shoes are from my Lena doll. They are not 1950s. But I think the dress turned out very pretty and she's going to wear it for now. This is a fat quarter fabric that I found months and months ago at Joann's. I don't know if they still have it there. So let's turn to Lucy Blythe. So originally when I bought this doll, I was going to cut her hair and I was going to roll it short and try to do it like a legit Lucy style. But when I got the doll, her hair was so pretty, there was no way I was cutting it. So instead I tried to do pin curls all around, but I didn't have any I didn't have enough bobby pins, so I actually sewed it in place and it's really sloppy. I think it turned out pretty cute, but again, it's just more like a messy updo and I think it looks cute. And I actually sewed it with like sewing thread. I sewed it in place, which is how they did it in the old days with bodkins and stuff before they had, hair care products. So it would work. And even if I tried to do it like more real with like really take my time on it. I was doing this in the middle of the night. I could get it to look more legit at some point, but it's cute and it gives the feel of Lucy's updos or her short ponytails. And I wanted to also tightly curl this, but again, her hair is so pretty. There's no way, because if you see here, she has curls on her bang and then she has a ponytail. It's kind of messy, but that's still not exactly how the 1950s hair was, but again, it's reminiscent of it. So onto the dress. So I found this dress isn't 100% complete and it's not 100% accurate. I found a 1950s Barbie pattern, and so I tried to adjust it. I think I did a really good job adjusting the bodice. I had to shrink it down to adjust for the proportions of Blythe. I sewed on the collar slightly crooked. We're going to pretend I didn't. And it needs buttons on the front that are going down. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to do buttons or beads, and I ran out of time. Also, it needs a belt, and I also ran out of time for a belt. So she has like a temporary rainbow high belt just stuck on there, and it does not say 1950s. But, and the other, so excuse the wrinkles too. I didn't have time to iron it. I don't have time for a lot. I was really put behind. This is what I'm talking about. What is this called? God, why is my brain blanking on this? Petticoat. So this dress needs a petticoat. I just really quickly whipped together a petticoat on this, but if you can tell, this dress actually shouldn't have a petticoat because it's supposed to. But when I adapted the pattern, this fit the bodice size perfectly. And in the pattern, it was like, you're supposed to like gather the skirt and make it really full. It's like a half circle skirt. Well, that didn't work out. So I just made a really quick tulle petticoat under there, and I stuck it under, but you can see it's not full enough for a petticoat. It actually looks pretty, it's actually a pretty A-line, like, or bell-shaped skirt, but it's very narrow and not voluminous enough for a 1950s skirt. So I want to, and this is really my finished prototype that actually worked. So I do want to make this again. I want to get a different fabric. I love this fabric. It's a recycled shirt it's like a shirt that my son wore, like, you know, it's just a kid's dress shirt. Pretend it's not wrinkly though. Why is this? Anyway, so I want to make this again in a thinner fabric and then line it. This is not lined, and I ran out of, I had lots of problems, and I ran out of fray check, and I do have 2 bottles of fray check around here somewhere, but they are lost in the abyss, and I just don't have the energy to tear everything apart to find out where the heck I put them. They're probably over here on my side desk somewhere, but that's, anyway, so I'm really happy with how the bodice fits. I want to try again, like I said, to do it in a thinner weight fabric, and line things. The pattern does call for like a bodice interfacing that just goes right around here, and an interfacing that goes down the skirt opening, but I didn't do that, and I probably wouldn't. I'd rather just line it, and depending on the fabric you use for the skirt, you wouldn't even need to do that, but and I think and I would like to make the collar slightly different. So in the back, oh no, Lucy's, oh Jesus Christ, no, all the Lucy's fell. All right, I'm just going to pick her up for now because she's the one I want to talk about. So when I fix this skirt, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a third, it says to cut it on the fold here. When you take the pattern piece that I made from the pattern, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, instead of cutting it on the fold, I'll cut it in 2 pieces, and then I'm going to add a third. I'll make a third pattern piece to go in the back, and then that way I can gather the skirt and it'll be really full. I know, leave her, leave it. And the last thing I wanted, so overall, I'm super happy with this. I wanted to make a lot, I want to make a lot of retro 1950s outfits for these 2 girls, and I think this was a really good starting place for me. And I've had Lucy for a while. If I hadn't had the operation, I probably could have, like, you know, come up with something a lot more finished. But it's still, I think it is, also she's supposed to have like the pattern calls for separate cuffs. And I was like, you know, I'm just going to like turn up the things and make a cuff. Because of the size of the collar, a bigger cuff would be nice. So I will make a separate cuff the next time I make this dress. Yeah, leave my doll, please. The dogs are like, what is that? Is it for me? No, it's not for you. Go lay down. And then I have to show off the I Love Lucy stands that Marna and Darren made for this collab. They're just awesome. There's this one, and then I have there's a black one. And I just need to go fish out one of my taller, I have a taller Barbie size dowel from a purchase I made from them, but I have to go fish that out before I can stick my Lucy Barbie on there permanently. So anyway, that was the collab, and come here, Lucy. I do need to get her on one of Marna and Darren's stands, because as you can see, she just like, this is the signature look stand that she came with, and they are garbage. So I do want to get her on one of Marna and Darren's stands for 100%. So here we go. here are my beautiful Lucy's. I'm super happy. Thank you so much to Tammy and Marna for the inspiration for this collaboration and for, you know, all the fun and talking about this that we did. I am really excited to go check out their videos, and I hope you guys will too. Remember, that's Dolls Rescued here on YouTube and Peacecraft Dolls on YouTube. I'll try to link them below. And yeah, I'm excited to, I'm going to keep this girl as Lucy, and I'm going to try to make my Lucy girls more vintagey outfits in the future. So look for that. If you want to see those at some point, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.